So what's up, man? Y'all want to talk about the Bulls? Because I'm kind of worried. I'm worried. I'm worried about the Bulls, man. And I feel bad because I made that DeMar DeRozan video like maybe a month ago, and they've been terrible ever since. Like they have been garbage. And man, it's like if my dad watches this, this is for my dad. Lonzo Ball is that impactful, bro. They have not been the same team without Zoe. Like he is that impactful. And I know this team lacks like rim protection and stuff, but man, like the stuff Zoe does really goes under the radar, and they are missing that severely right now. And it's to the point where they might be a playing team by the time, playoffs roll around. So I'm worried about the Bulls. I'm very worried about them.
Yeah, I mean,
they play the Cavs tonight.
Yeah, they're definitely worrisome as of late. I mean, they've genuinely been one of the worst teams in the Eastern Conference over the last 3 or 4 weeks, and that's just the reality of it. Like they've probably been the 11th or 12th best team in the conference at best.
If they play the Cavs tonight, lose, then them and the Cavs have the same record, and the Raptors also play tonight. So then if the Raptors win their game, all three of them have the same record. And the fact that out of those 3 teams, the Bulls have been playing the worst, that's not a good omen. If you're tied with them with like 6 games left to go and this is not when you're playing your best, there's a good chance both of those teams play better than you.
I think out of those 3 teams, I'm more confident in Toronto. I love what the Cavs have done, but I'm just not confident in them in a 7-game situation. I think the Raptors, they got the head coaching. They got the guys that they trust. They're going to run their 6-7-man rotation, and they trust those guys. And the way Pascal has been playing, that's scary, bro. I feel like that will translate into the postseason. So I'm more confident in them than the Cavs and especially the Chicago Bulls. Even though the Bulls beat the Raptors like last week, I don't really count that too much.
I mean, the Raptors' last piece just came back with OG returning, and it's like Lonzo and Jared Allen are both still out. So, yeah, I would probably take the one at full strength.
Yeah, I think the Cavs with Jared Allen are definitely a bit of a different beast, but I still think anyone at the top of the Eastern Conference right now would be quite happy to play the Cavs. They haven't been anywhere near as good in the second half of the season, especially since Jared Allen's been out, and that's understandable. He's been a very big piece of what they've done this year. He's an all-star for a reason. But still, all in all, a very successful season for the Cavs. No one thought they'd be anywhere near where they are. But I think the Raptors are definitely the team to be feared more out of those 3 at this point in time. Let's just discuss the hypothetical here. The Bulls, we're talking about them potentially sliding down to the 7 seed. They're not playing great. Charlotte and Atlanta have actually been playing decent basketball lately. Both have got more than over 500 basketball in their last 10 games. Assuming the Bulls are the 7 seed, do they get into the playoffs or do they get bounced in the play-in tournament?
It's crazy because I saw somebody on TikTok saying, I don't think the Bulls are going to make the playoffs. And I'm like, oh. I think they would make it. I think they would make it. I find it hard for them to lose 2 games. I feel like DeMar and Zach they're too good to lose 2 playing games, especially against a team like the Hawks, I think they've beaten the Hawks like maybe 3 out of 4 times this season. Like they've been pretty good against the Atlanta Hawks this year. And the Hornets, I like the Hornets, but I just don't fear them. I really don't. I don't fear that team at all. So I would take the Bulls in that situation. But the fact that we're even at this point, because like a month ago, they were like the 2 seed. They were like a game back of the 1 seed. And now we're talking about they have a chance to not even make the postseason. It's just absolutely crazy.
Yeah, the game would happen in Chicago if that were to occur. And the Hawks are 13-23 on the road. And really it's like 12-23 because Madison Square Garden is the Hawks' home arena. So I don't think they could go out and win a must-win road game. So I'd have to take the Bulls from that regard. And just the fact that the Hornets don't play any kind of defense at all, I don't think that's a recipe that you have a one-off. You need to win this game, especially Hornets need to win 2 games in a row. If you don't play any defense, I'm not putting any stock in you.
I'll say this, though, real quick. Since it is March Madness, Trae Young is one of those dudes that can win you 1 game. He is one of those guys. Like, Trae Young, he is elite. Like, he is elite this year. Like, he is arguably a top 3 point guard in the league this season. That's saying something because guys have been off the charts. He's one of those dudes that can win you one game. In a one-game situation, Trae Young can go off for 45, 15 and get you the win.